What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Gmoney. Today we're going to react to NFL record that was broken this season with JankyRondo. Let's get into it.
JankyRondo coming back at y'all with another flicks for this W video, bro. Hey man, y'all make sure to leave a like, share, subscribe, turn notification button on, bro. Join the Twitch if you haven't followed up, man. Let's get it going, coach.
History to the longest field goal of all time. This season, NFL players broke all kinds of to the longest field goal of all time. This season,
let me turn this bit down. My bad, shut up, bro.
NFL players broke all kinds of crazy records. And first, an NFL player basically turned into a head coach to break a crazy record. Because when Keenan Allen was only 1 play away from doing something historic, he invented the play for this.
Play for what?
Allen that sets the record for the most receptions in Chargers history.
At the end of the game, we up by a lot of points. I'm like, hey, we just do a speed sweep or something. Try to get this out of the way, so we can just go ahead about the game.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Speed sweep with Keenan Allen is crazy. Yo, Chad, have y'all ever realized, bro? I don't know if y'all ever peeped it, right? Yo, Keenan Allen, bro, he gotta get that dislocated shoulder fixed. Like, bro, it's literally popping out his skin. Like, he can kiss it if you want. Look, can't make it up, man. Jesus Christ.
And made his own play, just so he could break the record for most receptions in Chargers history. But Bijan Robinson broke 2 in the same game. Here's the verse.
What he doing right here? He went crazy this game.
Robinson right side. Nice cutback. He's gone. Can anybody catch it? Up to right.
Insane, man.
Chasing.
Bijan went like a credit flag game.
He been doing this.
Parents of children who play Roblox.
He been doing this since college, man. I'm not changing the NFL, but getting used to it.
3 yards.
And after that 93-yarder broke the Falcons' record for the longest rushing touchdown in his team's history, Bijan broke another record when he also juked everyone. He dominated so much that game, he had 190 yards after contact, aka the record for most yards after contact by any player since the stat was even created.
That's crazy, bro. Chad, I promise you, bro, Chad, you can't tell me one running back that got better feet work than Bijan Robinson, bro. I know y'all probably think like, ooh, Jameer Gibbs, they be like A-Chain, those my guys, but nah, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. His feet work, bro, or footwork, whatever, bro, is surgical.
But as hyped as he was, that record's nothing like one moment that ruined the craziest record of Travis Kelce's career. Because even though Kelce's made catches like this over the years, and it already gave him the record for most receptions and
that makes sense.
He came into a game this season tied with a legend for the craziest Chiefs record of all time, the most touchdowns that any Chiefs player ever scored. So late in the game, Kelce finally got an opportunity to do something historic.
Caught, breaking the tackles, Kelce, and Travis takes it to
that was tough, I ain't gonna lie. Hufanga is terrible.
All-time touchdown record.
And as exciting as his franchise-leading 84 touchdowns should have been, later in the game, his squad ended up giving up a last-second field goal to lose the game, so
yeah, this wasn't a good game for the Chiefs, man.
Record-breaking night was ruined.
So, y'all think the Chiefs gonna come back?
Right now,
that make gonna come back?
It's coming off of a fucking loss.
But alright, as mad as Swifty was, another NFL player was happy.
Cam Little.
A record that was so crazy, it got its accessory put into a museum. That only happened this season because Cam Little did something nobody believed would ever be possible. Since 1932, when the NFL started recording stats, kickers have been kicking field goals from further and further away each year. And in 2021, when I watched Justin Tucker hit a 66-yard field goal, I never even thought that was possible, so no wonder that record held up for years. But Cam Little came in this year on a...
Should have for like a year and a half. It's not like you're not... Yo, Chad, is kicking that hard, bro? Like, Chad, like, I'm actually like typing a conversation right now, bro. Is kicking that hard, gang? I mean, alright, if it was like in Chicago, if it's like a windy city, cool, but like,
just
all y'all do is just kick forward with power.
67 yards.
67?
67 yards!
That was the record for longest field goal ever.
He broke it again.
Until not long after it got broke.
He broke it again.
Himself?
It's away, it's up there, it's out there, it's gone for 68!
He's insane.
Yeah, and 68 yards wasn't just insane. Cam's jersey was instantly sent to the Hall of Fame's Interactive Museum, because he wore it while kicking the longest field goal of all time. But when Myles Garrett broke an even crazier record, controlled by an NFL legend all season long. It seemed like this man was on a mission to sack every quarterback he came up against. I mean, just look at this chart showing a breakdown of every one of them. Even sack Lamar came up against. I mean, just look at this chart showing a breakdown of every one.
Damn. Joe Burrow 2 times, Lamar 1.5, Jordan a half sack, 2 1, Drake, who got Drake 5. That might have been on Will Campbell. Shout out to bro. Justin Fields 1 time. I got Lamar 4 times.
Look at that. Even sacked Lamar Jackson 4 times, and Drake made 5 times this year. But getting the quarterbacks that many times got him closer and closer to breaking the all-time record for sacks in a season. So eventually, he had the record tied at 22 sacks, but there was a problem. Myles only had 1 chance left to break the record in the last game of the season.
We knew he was going to get it, bro.
Myles did this.
First down. Burrow is
Did Joe Burrow give him that sack?
The century has a new leader.
But alright, even though his teammates treated him like a king and even some NFL legends praised him, Michael Strahan, or the NFL legend that Myles took the record from, actually trolled him.
I mean, I hold the record for 16-game season. They hold the record for 7.
Hey, bro. That's funny.
Game season to 16 and 17 games. Season work.
Alright. That kind of makes sense. But a broken record involving some trolling is one thing. The record that Dak Prescott broke involved Christmas? December 25th, 2025. It was a holiday game between the Cowboys and Commanders.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
And when the Cowboys got their bells jingled all the way back into their own end zone, Dak had no choice but to do something historic.
Step.
Quan Martin. Look at Quan Martin. Look at Quan Martin. I need Quan Martin off my team, bro. I need Quan Martin off my team, bro.
An 86-yard bomb, and all because that throw broke the record for the longest touchdown in NFL Christmas Day history.
Yeah, I bet it did. I bet it did.
Themselves posting the clip saying Dak the Halls.
I bet it did.
Netflix and plenty of other fans all talking about it. But when it came to just the Halls, it had Netflix.
Chat, I can bet you $1,000 right now, cash money. Let me know if you got this right or not. And you better not have searched it up. You probably can't even name who the hell this DB is right here. I promise you can't. I promise you cannot name this DB right now. I'm not gonna lie, he's not terrible. I'm not saying like he's terrible. Like he like a practice squad demon that flourished a little bit, but that's how bad we was last year, bro, on defense.
Has Kylie texted you back?
I don't want to talk about.
Still good.
Look who's on the field. You couldn't even name that name.
And plenty of other fans all talking about it.
Come on,
When it
man.
came to Justin Jefferson, he broke a crazier record that was originally set by arguably the most legendary receiver of all time. This season, Jefferson
He broke a record with that?
a player known as the best receiver in Vikings history, Randy Moss. When Randy set the record, he was unguardable during his time, catching everything, and even just jumping over people created a term that we still use to this day, mossing someone. Making all kinds of crazy catches like those helped him break including the most yards by any player through their first 6 seasons when he got 8,375. But as crazy as that was, once Jefferson entered the league, this man instantly started turning himself into one of the NFL's best receivers ever.
Cousins taking a
This is this season or I'm looking at Cousins stats.
Third down and 5. Good block by Reed Douglas. Jefferson play action. Cousins going deep for Jefferson.
Why is it inverted? Wait, what is going on? What is going on?
Since his rookie season, he's been racking up ridiculous amounts of yards from catches like this that won him an award.
SB goes to
Justin Jefferson with the catch of the century.
To the longest touchdown of his career that became a dream come true.
Darnold getting messy.
Why did Darnold ever leave Minnesota, man? Fire that GM whoever did that.
95 and that yard and touchdown.
But an even bigger dream came true this season when Jefferson not only entered the year close to beating Randy's record, he eventually made a catch during a game that became historic.
Today,
What did he do?
on the line, all those turnovers.
Yeah, man, nice balls.
Going for it, and he got it. Justin Jefferson for a first down.
And of course Jefferson made an insane catch to put himself at 8,379 yards, surpassing Randy by 4 yards with a game still left in the season. So now, JJ was beyond thankful that he became the new record holder with the most yards by a player through their first 6 seasons.
It definitely feels good. It's always a dream to compete against the best, and especially one of the faces of this franchise.
But alright, our record taking 6 seasons to break.
Longer than another. Chat, let me ask you a question. Do y'all still think Jets is a top? Not obviously like top receiver, but like let's say top 3, right? Because obviously right now, I mean, you can say like JSN, Puka, you know what I'm saying, Jamar. But I ain't gonna lie, we can really argue Puka, bro. I mean, not Puka. We can really argue JSN for obvious reasons. You know what I'm saying? He had one crazy season. He good though. I'm not saying he bad. Obviously, JSN, but he had one crazy season. You know what I'm saying? So can we put JSN up in them conversations right now?
And he broke in his very first game. Travis Hunter came into the season as the 2nd overall pick, who had just become the highest drafted cornerback in NFL history for a reason. It's because he's known as a very rare dual threat player who can shut things down on defense, and also dominate as a receiver. So during the first game of his career, Travis didn't just play 6 defensive snaps where he stopped receivers and even made tackles. He also lined up to help the offense, where he showed his shiftiness during all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 catches. Doing all of that was completely unheard of nowadays.
Oh, they got
the first player in over 20 years to play at least 5 defensive snaps.
Damn, 20 years? Who's the last person that did it?
But technically, I could see a star like him doing that. I never, ever thought I'd see anyone break a record that was set by the GOAT. But hold on. Before we get to those and more, since I'm a YouTuber, not a chef.
Alright. I know you about to hit it. I just could smell that from 8 miles away, boy.
Record set by the GOAT. You have to put some respect on Matt Stafford's name, knowing that he surpassed Tom Brady. Because Tom Brady was literally he set a record at first in the 2011 season.
It gotta be someone age and throwing yards.
Different level when he went on a streak of throwing 27 straight touchdowns without an interception. And even though that record held up for over a decade and seemed unbreakable, this season, Stafford threw not 1, not 10,
It is a touchdown!
not even 20, but 27 touchdowns in a row without an interception to tie Brady's record. So with him only needing 1 more to break it,
Adams, touchdown!
Got it. Adams was flourishing the goddamn end
the
zone.
fact that he broke that record with 28 straight, or that he immediately threw interceptions on back-to-back drives right after that. Insane. But alright.
Hey, bro.
Let's get to it.
That is ironic.
So crazy, it got its own nickname. See, during the game between the Giants and Broncos, the Broncos started the game terribly, couldn't score a single point, and we're losing 19-0 by the start of the 4th quarter. God damn. But that's when everything began to change with a crazy tip touchdown to score their first points.
Dobbins of one to the end zone, deflected, and Franklin get it on the ricochet.
Is he like blocking the screen so he don't get copyrighted?
After getting the 2-point
I think that's what he does. I'm trying to figure out what
touchdown on a sneak, and got the 2-point conversion again. At this point,
this game was crazy.
We're still down 10 points.
Which I think the craziest game of the year was.
Literally nobody thought the magic would continue. But that's when they got a crucial interception. Then not long after, scored again.
Next, chased by Thibodeau, backpedaling, touchdown, and the Broncos.
Yeah, the Broncos, man. I know.
Things couldn't get any crazier than what was happening.
The Knicks got hurt,
with only 2 minutes left. The Broncos did something legendary.
Bowles with the block, Knicks going long, and 7-man pressure, and ball's thrown. This is it.
I know the Broncos was pissed when they broke his ankle, dog.
He is free all the way inside.
I'd have been heated.
Quarterback run.
I'd have been heated, man.
Ball inside the 5. Touchdown.
Bo Nix, he's like that, bro. He's tough.
Placement. Kick on the way. And done!
Oh my god. The team really went from down 19 to now only scoring 33 points in a single quarter to win. Since it also broke the record as the largest comeback in Broncos history, their opponents got clowned when the game was nicknamed the Mile High Meltdown.
With delicious rewards, you earn points for doing what you love. Digging into
As embarrassing as what happened to
Jalen Hurts.
What he was about to do this season.
I ain't gonna lie. No. Go back. People chat. I seen something. I think it was yesterday. Someone was like, they made like an article like Jalen Hurts is like the most hated player in the league. Is that true?
Yeah, I think so, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, people say, I don't think that's true. I don't think no players really hate it like that, to be honest. But honestly, I feel like if people was to hate on him, bro, it's because like, bro, he got a crazy squad, a crazy team, but he don't put up crazy numbers. So it's like, But he win though, so that's what he need to do is win. So
he was about to do this season had people wanting the NFL to change their rules. It's just a close game between the Eagles and Chargers. Jalen did something nobody's ever even seen before.
Oh, like 80 picks?
Down the ball's out and Hurts ends up with the ball in his
I forgot.
A horrible interception and a fumble in a matter of seconds.
I forgot about that.
Because doing all that, now we had Jalen Hurts become the first player ever with 2 turnovers on the same play. It was so bad that fans wanted the NFL to change their rules.
Should there be a new rule in the NFL that if you turn it over twice in one play, you have to sit out the rest of it? I've never seen that before. Have you ever seen that before?
No, I think he was the first player to do it.
But a single player creating a bad record is one thing. An entire team this season set one of the most embarrassing records in NFL history. This season, the Jets defense was so trash that opposing quarterbacks threw for thousands of yards and plenty of touchdowns with ease. It was almost as easy as you subscribing to the channel. Points, passing yards, and rushing yards given up. Out of every single game the Jets played, their players hit some of the worst hands I've ever seen and dropped more interceptions.
Oh yeah, no interception. They didn't have no interceptions. They had no picks the whole season, bro. That's so bad. It's so bad. Yeah, the Jets are a poverty game. I don't know how
after not getting an interception in their final game against a terrible backup, the Jets did something that's never been done before. They became the first team since the NFL started recording interception stats in 1933 to not get a single interception all season long. Not even
so bad,
I don't even know how that's possible, but that kind of reminds me of Josh Allen not even getting to one Super Bowl. My bad, there was no need. So I gotta praise Josh for a second because he did break one crazy record this season that he stole from his biggest rival. What Josh did this season was legendary, because unless you live under a rock, I'm sure you understand that in the past, Patrick Mahomes always beat Josh in the playoffs and is essentially his daddy, alright? Not only that, he's also had to watch as Mahomes won multiple MVPs and Super Bowl trophies. But over those same years,
is Josh Allen ever gonna get one?
Like these.
They fake it to Diggs. Allen steps up. There's the shot. Looking deep for Davis. Touchdown!
So many
touchdowns in himself like this.
Josh steps up and he's going to get the first down. There he goes. No one's going to get him.
And even caught touchdowns.
Behind Cooper, who brought it in.
Bro, that play only happens in Buffalo game. That don't happen with no other team.
So much that he got closer to breaking a legendary record already held by Mahomes. The fastest player to score 300 touchdowns, which he did in only 128 games. So this season, when Josh miraculously came into his 127th career game, needing only one more touchdown.
Your center here is going to just push it forward. That'll work. Out is he in? Touchdown, Buffalo!
That didn't just make him the only player with 300 touchdowns before turning 30. Josh doing it one game faster than Mahomes had him steal one of the craziest records that Mahomes owned. But even those records didn't get either of them guys paid. Unlike when another NFL star breaking a record actually made a fan thousands of dollars. This season, Amon-Ra St. Brown came into a game with 505 career receptions. A few short of breaking a crazy record set by former star Michael Thomas. And after St. Brown's first, second, third, fourth, and fifth catch of a game, he eventually did this.
Play action.
That's all JankyRondo throw the ball to. He only throw the ball to St. Jeremy. All he do is force me. Here's the
111th of his career, which made him break the record for most receptions by a player through their first 5 seasons. It also gave a fan something valuable.
And you also broke the record for most receptions, through the first 5 career games and seasons. How's that feel?
It feels good. It's different when you break a team record, I feel like, versus an NFL record. I feel like it just hits a little different. So definitely felt good. I was able to keep the ball. Actually, I gave my gloves away, which in the middle of doing it, I wasn't even thinking. And then right when I gave them to the fan, I was like, damn, I just gave my gloves away. So whoever has my gloves from that game, I would hold on to those. Or you give it back to me if you want. But hold on to those, because I probably should have kept them, but it's all good.
He knew the record-setting gloves would be worth thousands. But that honestly doesn't deserve as much praise as the record Caleb Williams broke, because it had fans calling him the best player in his team's history. But hold on. Before we get to that,
who said that?
More. There's a dark secret I just need to confess. See, I have not been making my best videos, and I've been forced to make bad edits, which some of you have definitely been commenting about, due to the No Fun League, NFL, claiming my videos and taking all my revenue even though the content's been transformed. So myself and my hard-working team, we're all damn near on the brink of homelessness from this. But
I knew it. I was like, why he kept blurring it? I'm not gonna lie. Man, the NFL, man, they just got, I don't know why. They be money hungry. I'm like, as much as, I'm not gonna say they money hungry. They doing their job, but I don't know, man. Like, I do feel no. I do feel no, bro.
First time ever.
I do feel no.
All my videos with the perfect edits. Perfectly.
I do feel no. I do feel no.
Exactly. Just impress an NFL legend.
Yo, the Bears Packers gave us cinema all year.
Caleb racked up so many yards this season that during the final game of the year, one play helped him make history.
It's coming. It's blocked. Williams going end zone. It's caught. Touchdown Bears.
In only his second year in the NFL, this man threw for 3,942 yards to give him the Bears' all-time single-season passing record. So fans can't help but talk about him already being the best Bears quarterback ever, and former NFL players agree.
No.
Caleb Williams is the best Bears quarterback ever. Okay. And I'm saying this in year 2.
Hopefully Caleb stays.
Got a craving?
Gonna hit us with an ad, brother? Come on, dog.
He trying to get a job on First Take. He trying to get a job on First Take. It's obvious, bro. Year 2, he a bet. No, stop it. We're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that, bro.
He's healthy for a long time. Because what if I told you that devastating injuries caused another team to set a record this season and nobody?
We're not doing that.
At first, things were the opposite. When the Colts didn't just start the season on fire by destroying pretty much every team.
Colts fans, look away. Colts fans, look away.
For the third time today.
They were playing on such a different level that they even set records as the first team ever to score on their first 10 offensive possessions, and the record for averaging the most points.
Colts fans, look away.
As great as the season was going, the Colts set a completely different record after everything came crashing down. First, their star kicker got injured and was sadly diagnosed with a torn ACL and MCL. Then things got worse when the team completely melted down, where they went on a 7-game losing streak while losing even more players. Next was Sauce Gardner, the star they just traded for, who almost instantly injured his calf and was pretty much sidelined for the rest of the season. Then, if it seemed like things couldn't get any worse, their quarterback Daniel Jones tried playing through a minor broken leg, and unfortunately went down with one of the worst injuries in football, a season-ending Achilles tear. After that, the Colts kept losing and actually finished the season 8-9 and set one of the worst records in NFL history.
Bro, the fact that the head coach even allowed Daniel Jones to play on that, he needs to be fired for that, bro. Chat, do y'all understand what? Chat, do y'all understand what a goddamn he played on a broken
years to start 8-2 and still miss the playoffs. But as bad as that was, another NFL
he played on a broken fibula, chat.
Worse, because a fat ass, NFL player set a record so ridiculous it got him kicked off his team. This is Desmond Watson, a massive player that the Buccaneers not only signed this season. He saw his weight was already not okay and told him he needed to lose weight in order to play. Because even though there's been absolutely humongous players in the NFL in the past,
it just won't work. It just won't work. Vince Wilfork, he was a dog though. He
the heaviest player in history at 410 pounds couldn't even compare to Watson this season, who weighed in at a ridiculous 464 pounds. He was officially the fattest player of all time, and that NFL record was something that Watson must have wanted, because he refused to lose the weight and ended up missing the weight goals that his team set for him so many times that he was eventually released and hasn't been signed to a new team since. Damn.
I think, damn, hold on, go back.
From a play.
Jesus Louise, all right, we gonna leave it on just like that, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lose the weight, bro. You gotta just dedicate yourself. I ain't finna catch all the bro. But hey, man, hey, y'all make sure to leave a like, share, subscribe, turn notification button on, bro. Hey, chat, if you not follow the Twitch, bro, we live on Twitch.
Hey, chat, this is the end of this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all boys in the next one, man. Make sure y'all sub up.